This is Glitch Diary, and I guess we should be not. No, okay, we're just not even going to mention it's our first episode. That's just not. We're going to pretend we've been doing this forever. That's what we decided before we started. So I'm Zoe, and I'm joined by.
I'm Fred.
So this game is Mouth Sweet by someone that both of us know, Rabbit Rabbit. I have not played this before. I've actually have not really played any of Rabbit Rabbit's because I'm a terrible Rabbit Rabbit's games because I'm a terrible friend. But
Terrible.
I know that yes, no, absolutely terrible. However, I know that you have Fred. So do you want to say anything about this, or would you prefer that we just like go into it knowing nothing?
You can start it, I think.
Okay. Well, before we start
it's a bit of a horror game, and it does some fun stuff with the RPG Maker engine. Yeah.
Is this an RPG Maker game?
Yeah. It's a good time.
I feel like we should often mention like what these games are made with, like before we start, because it can be very interesting. Like people not realizing like how far you can push these like really simple tools. So before we start, I'd be a terrible, terrible person if I didn't talk about where you can play Rabbit Rabbit's games if you feel like it. So on Twitter, they are Rabbit My Rabbit, and their itch, where you can find like all their games, is lovegames.itch.io. That's the name of their studio. They have a lot of really good stuff. We're probably gonna end up playing all of them. This is just what we're playing first.
You've played none of them, so yeah, I'm gonna make you play all of them.
Yeah, it's gonna end up. You will see all of those games. Person who isn't watching this, but yeah, we're gonna start with this one, and we're gonna start everything with this one. And I'm glad because the aesthetic certainly looks like something that fits a channel called Glitch Diary. So I'm gonna start. Oh man, Rabbit Rabbit has the best sound effects. Like that's one of the things that has always like made me really hesitant to like make legit games. Is like I'm just going to do like the most basic ass stuff ever.
But it's okay though. You start with basic ass stuff.
That's true. You have to be terrible at first. We can't all be Rabbit Rabbit. It feels funny to read this and like know some stuff about Rabbit's life.
I think all of their games have a good kind of a personal basis.
Yeah. I think it is pretty important to like ground your work in like what you know.
And that doesn't mean you can make crazy stuff. This game is gets pretty crazy.
Yeah.
But
Oh my god, that's really clever. I can actually see what they're doing. Like this is a character that's like walking around the scene. Oh
so,
gosh.
who do you want to be?
This is hard.
Just follow your guts.
Oh gosh. Fuck me. Okay. You know, I'm just gonna go for the most femme one. There we go.
Oh, wonderful.
Their hair looks like a big mess of like burgundy cotton candy, which is a great. God, now that I said those words, burgundy cotton candy, I fucking want that. Like, someone make that, or I will end up making it. Actually, no, I gotta see. No, okay. What's this room like?
It's not much. It's just an entrance. So it's a bit of menu.
Normal mode has tense first-person battles and a high level of challenge. Audio cues and requires stereo sound. Use properly spaced stereo speakers or headphones to play.
Yeah, that's not
Wow. It was identical. It was impossible to get a game over. It's hard of hearing, jumpy, or if they just don't like the combat system.
Yeah, so you can go normal, murder
I
some
guess do normal because
monsters,
it's
and
not
get
like
murdered a bit, or
yeah.
you can
I don't
go
know
easy.
like if we plan on doing a full playthrough of this or not. We're just kind of
Yes.
playing it to see. Yes, yes, yes.
Yes.
So you're calling it now. You're saying this has to be a full playthrough.
Oh, yes.
Well, if it's a full playthrough, maybe is there saving?
Yeah, they're saving.
Okay, well then I guess we can. Okay. How do I go into it rather than read it?
How did you get into the first door?
Oh, just play normal. There we go. There's a selection.
There you go.
It's funny that color. Oh my gosh, that was really clever actually, because I was thinking a lot about the colors when we started.
Right?
Is this? Oh, this is our name.
Doesn't matter what colors you choose.
Yeah. Corporate America doesn't care. What should be the name of this character?
Pinball.
Do you say thimble?
Yeah.
Okay, I like that actually.
I was just making sounds and it happened to be a word.
Yep. Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, I'm gonna say no. I did not expect to get, like, a comment about names here.
Mm-hmm.
That's really surprising.
Yeah, that one hit me when I first played it.
Yeah. No, especially. It gets really weirdly pertinent right now because I'm literally in the process of legally changing my name. Like, I literally have a stack of, like, documents in the corner of my room right now. Like,
Right.
it's funny, I actually also had to go through this, like, at my job, like, when I started it, even though my job is at an LGBTQ center.
Well, at least it feels. I'd feel safer that, they would actually stick to it.
Oh, yeah, no, they didn't even want to know, like, what my legal name is.
Whereas anywhere I've worked at, like, that was not even an option.
Right, yeah, I feel like I'm often kind of, like, unappreciative of, like, how supportive my work is. So you're... No, I'm gonna be a relentless asshole. I don't care.
Well,
Oh, oh well.
gotta stick to your guns.
God, Vivian, drinking the punch, are we? Oh, geez, that would be actually, I wonder if I can get that sound effect off this game and put it on my phone for text messages. Because that's pretty good sound, actually. It's weird how it starts soft and gets more sharp.
I mean, you recorded it, so yeah.
492C.
Yeah. So
The human oh, sorry.
So yeah, you just get little tasks to do, and you go and do them. Very simple, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing weird.
Okay, so I can check my PDA.
Yeah, it's not a cruel game.
Oh, well, I don't know. We're in corporate America. It's already started so cruel.
I mean, yes, it is cruel in its themes, but love doesn't make games that are unfriendly.
I mean, they literally made a game where, like, you are trying to pay a hospital bill or die.
Yeah, the themes are very harsh again, but in terms of how the games are made and how they play, there's some level of forgiveness to them.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say this is definitely the most hardcore of the bunch.
Oh yeah, so just start me with the most hardcore one.
No, not this. This.
Oh, this. Oh,
Yeah.
this. Yeah, I mean, I already say this like that because I'm from New York. But yes. Just leave it right on the floor. Like, we're not even going to put it on the
Yeah.
desk.
No.
Okay. There's a dead body in the hall.
Oh gosh, really? Well, that's a lousy first impression, isn't it?
So nice. Oh, yeah. Isn't it great when people make sure that you can't also complain about your job? They're definitely paying you enough that
Especially as an intern.
this soundtrack is going hard. Holy
Yeah, I like
shit.
Rabbit Rabbit's soundtracks for the games.
Yeah. Jeez. That's the thing about like making games. You have to it's like always the thing I'm like about making comics. Oh gosh, you have to be good at drawing so many different things and so many different parts of illustration.
Yeah.
Games is like that times 100,000. Like you have to be good at so many different disciplines.
Well, I think that's what's really fun about making them. Um, it's because you don't have just one thing to worry about. There's always something to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
You can ping pong around and you don't have to be like focused on a single thing at a time. You can let just your mind go from one thing to the next, and there's always something to do in the next thing. So
Mm-hmm.
you're never
That
wasting
sounds
your time like that.
yeah. That also sounds very much like a a feeling about all of this that you've come to as like a person that does everything alone, like as a solo developer.
Yeah, for
Because
sure.
you could also say that like it's cool because it like promotes like collaboration.
Yeah, uh, that would be another thing for sure. But I haven't done that at any. So yeah, you get a gun
Yeah,
for the invisible people.
shoot the invisible people. Yeah, aren't you? Then buy fucking E, better hit that shift key to pull out the gun, and spacebar or Z to fire. Okay. This is from your left or right. Only hold 6 bullets at a time, though. Okay, I was gonna say like, well, what's to prevent me from just shooting everybody that moves?
Well, you don't
Okay.
shoot everybody that moves. You shoot the sounds that come from nowhere.
And arrange the things in the correct order. We're not gonna be told what that order is.
Oh, you'll see. Also, if you dodge into the rooms, they lose you for a minute.
Oh, cool. Can they follow you into rooms?
No, they don't follow you into the rooms.
Well, wait, what's that thing I picked up? Looks like
sure.
lipstick. I don't have it in my inventory.
Might have been something like ammo refill then?
Oh, maybe. Oh, it was a bullet, probably. Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah, so you get this little first person, and you just gotta sound it out. And that's what I mean about how I love how the game deals with RPG Maker in unusual ways. You get a first-person shooting mechanic instead of your standard RPG things of taking turns and whatnot. And I really like that.
Things that need to be arranged.
Yeah, so arrange those boxes.
Oh. Oh, okay, those ones cannot actually be pushed down.
Well, no,
I imagine
that
actually that I wonder if it even matters of like what I do here. That's a big mood for working in a corporate environment. I wonder if it even matters. Like,
right? You were doing
Okay.
it wrong. Very, very wrong.
Yeah, I imagine there was absolutely no way to do that right.
Of course not.
Oops, 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 oops.
Vivian is
Okay.
just a very hard kind of supervisor. Just breaking you in.
Yeah, that's totally necessary. Definitely.
Yeah. It's only...
Have you ever had to be like as you've worked probably a lot more than me because I'm a ridiculous person. Have you ever had to be a supervisor over someone?
No, I've not.
Mm-hmm.
No, I've
Any-
always been the
Yeah.
last on the rungs.
Yeah, that's the same for me. Have you had any like supervisor horror stories?
Not really. I mean, I've had some horrible, horrible jobs, but it wasn't supervisor related.
Mm-hmm.
And the only time that I had a problem with one was when I was working at Walmart, when they changed the supervisor for my shift, and it went from one who loved me to one who hated me.
I see.
And I lost my job within a few months of that, surprisingly.
What happens if I leave?
You can try?
Huh. This is a very big parking lot.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
Why do they hate you? Like,
Well,
you're delightful.
honestly, that's around when I started transitioning, so...
Oh. Okay. Well, that sucks.
Yeah, my instinct is that maybe that had something to do with it.
Maybe. Hard to
Maybe.
tell. I'm joking, but it is actually kind of hard to tell sometimes. And like, you don't want to
Yeah.
be that person that's just like, that's just gonna blame or have their whole life revolve around that, a cheese cube. So like, yeah, sometimes you're like, oh, is this really, or am I like imagining
Yeah, and that's the
Like,
big
maybe-
problem with that, because, like, then I lose my job a few months later, and it's like, well, who knows?
it? Who knows? Maybe I just
I
really
was
suck at
very
arranging boxes.
Maybe I was just very bad moving boxes, which was actually my job.
Oh god. Oh god. Wait, you had a physical job when you started?
I've only had physical jobs, and I've hated every single one of them.
Oh, I had a physical job like a long time ago. I was basically like a day laborer for like this local landlord. And so it's like a lot like I used to do like literal stuff like cracking and moving rocks and like lifting
Wow.
big bags of like cement. They're like 80 pounds. Like so wait, if you've only done physical jobs, like how did you do that when you started transitioning? Like the loss of strength is fucking real. Like
Well, the loss of strength
really
is
real.
affecting me until very recently, and I've not been working since I got fired.
Oh, okay. You got out just in time.
Just in time.
You're like, oh shit, I'm a noodle person now, but it's okay. Like, don't have to deal with that. Never will ever again too. So it's not a problem.
Yeah, very
Yeah, I remember like, you know, it's like, oh yeah, you know, I was losing like a lot of muscle, but like it didn't really hit me what was going on until like I was joking with a friend about they were just joking about like push-ups and stuff, and I was like, oh, and I was talking about it with them. I was like, I don't actually know how many push-ups I can do now, and like I went to do them, and then we were talking about like, oh yeah, you know, 15 push-ups, like so fucking easy, even as someone that like didn't really work out. I got through one and collapsed halfway into the second.
Uh-huh. So I think your sandwich was maybe not good.
Nah, it's probably fine. I mean, she's had a hard day.
Yeah.
And who's to say that like that isn't how Vivian always is? We've only
That's
known
true.
her for like. I had best. I just to suck it up.
Right.
Oh my god.
And I mean, you said
They're
that
actually
day,
talking
but
to
I
her.
don't know how long she's actually been in there, considering how
Mm-hmm.
hungry she was.
There's a lot of trans stuff in here. I didn't even know that. Yeah, I did not even know that.
Yeah.
Is Rabbit trans? Like, I keep saying they just because that's my default.
Yeah,
Um,
that's my default too. I don't know.
okay. Yeah, now that we've like murdered Vivian, everyone wants to talk to us. This is great.
Right?
A letter opener. The Bugs. So they have a name.
Yeah. So the when they're letting you go in this environment, they let you go hard.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Poison sandwich. Like
Hmm.
that doesn't mess around.
Yeah. So I wonder, is that how they let you go, or is it just like, just corporate callousness? Like, oh, here's the sandwich. I didn't kill you. Like I don't know. So far, the like tone of this game is, oh, we just don't care. It's like casual cruelty.
Yeah, there's a lot of that. And that does fit with the oops, someone visible, yeah.
Yeah. I can hear the footsteps every so often. I'm just trying to use the gun as little as possible.
Yeah, for sure. That's what you should be doing. But once in a while, you will have to defend yourself.
Mm-hmm. The leg of the designated infant. Time travel to the 90 days of these shoulder pads in order to blend in, otherwise you'll change history. Okay. I was looking forward to the shoulder pads, actually. I was like, oh, costume change.
No.
No, you
You
what? You
stuck
don't like.
looking with what they gave you.
Well, maybe they're gonna give me more stuff, you know? Maybe they're gonna feed my overwhelming desire to play dress up in every game that has ever existed, ever.
Not in there, because again, it relates to the themes, to not be able to change anything.
I wonder, is the exit always lead to the same place? Yeah,
Yeah.
looks like it.
It's in different places, but it always leads to the same place.
Nowhere.
Well, for now. I'm not gonna, like, say too much about it.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if that thing is following me, because I've been hearing the footsteps for a while. I am your manager. You talk to me if you need a day off. Because I lost my car keys. Do not try to steal my car. Seriously, don't do it. And you want to get out of here, it's not your getaway car. Oh, really?
It is not.
Is that... No, I don't believe you or her. You're
No,
both
no.
wrong. I'm taking that car.
No, that's
You
very
can't...
rude of you.
You literally can't... I don't care. I'm stealing the car.
Why would you do that? You work there.
I guess. Wouldn't have to work here if I sold an expensive car.
You don't know if it's expensive. You just
She
know that it's
said-
important to them.
Oh, I should have been paying attention. Game over. Where
You
was
got
my last
murdered by
save?
the invisible monsters.
Yeah, it was actually really hard to even see what it was. I was like kind of spacing out a little bit. Well,
Well,
we
you
just
can't
had
see
our...
what it was. It's invisible.
Sure, well, that's true. That was very, yeah. I don't know, aesthetic, like, representation of an invisible threat, like, whatever. Okay, well, that was first death, and that's probably a good enough place to stop it as any because it looks like we've been going a little bit longer than we will normally. But we are totally gonna continue this, I guess, and see if I can steal that sweet fucking car.
For sure.
So, yeah, this is Glitch Diary, and I'm Zoe,
And I'm Fred.
and we'll see you next time.
Ta-ta.